is going on with men? Like, men don't put money to the side to take girls. Single men don't put money to the side for girls no more. You gotta charge that shit to the fucking game.
Easily one of the most handsome men I've ever seen in my entire life. Only qualm I have is based on his career. I estimate that he probably makes anywhere from $65,000 to $70,000 a year. I make 4 to 5 times more than that.
But you still single and lonely though. Like, what does that even matter?
Do y'all think that relationships with that large of a pay gap can survive?
Yes, they do all the time, especially when the guy makes more than the money, because having more money than her doesn't validate him. These are the quiet guys, have better things to do than to approach any of you women.
Niggas always talking about 50-50 this, 50-50 that. Just so we clear, if I'm paying 50-50 with a nigga, just know another nigga paying my half.
That's not the flex you think it is. Why is your face so slender? You got a foot face, you foothead bitch.
And I can't do shit with a pussy ass nigga. Can't do shit with a bitch ass nigga, scary ass niggas can't, cause I talk too much shit and I need my nigga to beat niggas up for me.
You want a dude to beat you up. You's a trauma bonder. I could tell by them Sesame Street eyelashes. What's the girl from the Dr. Teeth band? Your earring nose having. I ain't finna mess with you.
Just keep it a buck. I date for money now. If you ain't got no money, I don't want to talk to your ass. I'm done trying to get my love. I'm done trying to receive love. That shit never work out for me. So yes, at this point in my life, if you ain't got no motherfucking money on, leave me alone. I'm dating for your cash.
Listen, Rondell, I'm not impressed. Now get your Marshawn Lynch looking ass out of here.
I know selfish. So I asked this man, can he pay to get my hair done? He said, nah, baby, I ain't got it. Cool. Not doing no tripping. I get it. So I FaceTime him to show him I got my hair done. First thing come out his mouth is, how you get your hair done? You know how the fuck I got my hair done. Don't do that. I'm not supposed to get my hair done because you broke? That's crazy.
No, the same way you got your hair done after I didn't give you no money is the same way you supposed to get your hair done before you asked me to give you some money. You bald-headed bitch. You should have said, I don't have no hair. And when he said, I don't got it, he meant, I don't got your hair either.
Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you just gotta go with the flow. I don't believe men be understanding that, but it's okay, because either y'all gonna learn or you not gonna learn. Okay? If one won't do it, another one will.
Hey, me and my homegirl was talking yesterday, and we need y'all to tighten the fuck up and understand this shit is a matriarchy. We don't give a fuck. We already done said what it's gonna be, and that's what it is. Period.
So I thought y'all had divested already. I mean, we got our passports already. I mean, wasn't dating you broke tarot card reading chicks. Y'all still online crying because we don't want you.
And this is why I always support interracial dating, because you gotta love who loves you. These women have every right to their preference, but if you're a young black man and you legitimately want to date within your race, you got your work cut out for you. You're playing the game on very difficult, on nightmare mode, as you saw. Good luck.
If I'm walking down the street and I see a black man with a white woman, there's a weakness in him. Ooh, something in him is weak.
Yeah, there's no weakness in you when you don't have a man. You ain't got a white man. You ain't got a Spanish man. You ain't got a man on the moon. You just lonely out here.
I think when I see a black woman with a white man, I think, oh, she's tired. Like she must have got so fed up that she's getting to rest now.
You know what I mean?
This is not an indictment on the Passport brothers. Yes, she's cooking. Yes, she's thick. Yes, she's tan like how us guys like them. But that kitchen is dirtier than a mug. Good thing she's pliable and she'll listen to her man. But as soon as she get hard-headed, she can get the flock out too.
There is a 60-year-old bitter black man that is a passport bro, making his rounds on TikTok as we speak, telling other young black men to not be providers.
He's bitter because he's telling the younger generation not to provide for you weird hoes? But I thought you didn't even need a man in the first place. So what do you need this dude to provide for? In fact, it's sexist for a dude to think he should provide for one of you chicks.
He then proceeded to say he had 3 different marriages and 10 children, and him being a provider has gotten him nowhere. Y'all check this video out.
So I see these clips of all these women talking about where have the providers and protectors gone. Let a 60-year-old man tell you young men out there, from experience. 3 different marriages, 10 different kids, 7 of them step. You get nothing out of being a provider.
The real sick part about this is there is millions of men that think like him, and they have now started this cult online that are losers. That is the bottom line. I told you guys that passport bros are men that have hit the fucking wall, and men that probably were losers in high school. They probably barely made the football team, and black women and or women turn them down constantly to the point where they think they can travel overseas on a Spirit airplane. Okay, they think that they can travel overseas on a Spirit airplane for them to seek validation from God knows what. And they know that even those women overseas, because this has nothing to do with the modern women, blah blah blah, all this other bullshit they be talking, they know that the women overseas only want them for money, and their time is now running out. That is the bottom line. To spew this type of hate onto the youth is baffling. It is mind-blowing. Just because you failed yourself, just because your choice of women sucks, I got news for y'all. You are what you attract, brother. That's all it is. The reason why you are attracting these no good, dirty broads, the reason why you are attracting these women that can't stick to your ass like grits is because you ain't shit. That's really what it is. A lot of y'all need to go back to the drawing board. But you coming up here on social media and spewing that type of hatred out to other young black men is extremely irresponsible.
2 hours later.
So y'all know I've been trying to get this stomach right. Okay, so every morning I do chia seeds and lime. 3 tablespoons of chia seeds and lime. I'm trying to lose an additional 30 pounds. 30 more pounds. And then after that, I already told y'all I'm going to lay on that motherfucking table and get a tummy tuck. Period. But yeah, I just want to show y'all, you know, what my little, what I was working with this morning. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually finna go on a job.
I don't give a fuck.
Now, we're not playing this to exploit this lady, but what I'm saying is look at the messenger. I mean, sure, she's attractive, but like my wife would say, they're all attractive. Jiggly, just like this lady from the other country. Hell, she looked like she could be from another country. But will you be quiet? That has yet to be determined. But let's really look deeper into it. Look at this dude. Gorgeous. Queen. She fine. Simp. Look at this dude. Beautiful. Simp. What makes them simps is they're giving this woman attention and she ain't do nothing but just show you her body parts. You don't know if this hoe was bipolar. You don't know what type of credit card debt she got. You don't know nothing about her, and you calling her all of these great names. Look at this other dude, Tommy. Fire. So it makes sense that this woman would be like, don't tell these guys not to be a provider because I need somebody to pay for my tummy tuck.
Sweetheart, women are way more lonelier than men. This is why women stay in toxic, abusive relationships, because they're afraid to be alone. I will always use this photo as a reference photo. Like there is a woman who had a baby with this. Okay? Was in a relationship, cheated on her and everything, according to her. And I pulled this picture off of Twitter when someone went viral talking about post your baby daddy so we could fight him. And people in the comments were like, oh no, honey, delete this photo, because you let this get on top of you, put a baby up in you, and play in your face. Now, some of the jokes was like, can he cook?
No, what you missing is the dude was actually in shape before he got with this insecure ass bitch. He was being one of these provider dudes, and he let her toxic whatever she was on get in his head, and he was like, you know what, we don't gotta go to the gym, baby. I am not going to impose these rules on you. You know what, we just not gonna go to the gym together. And he turned into a house.
Did he gain weight after y'all got together? But no, like, women are way more lonely.
Yeah, you see how she reminded herself, oop, don't say that, and switched the subject so quick? She know what she doing.
That's why they share peen with the neighborhood. This is why they stay in relationships knowing that this dude ain't shit, will never amount to shit, will never be shit. This is why they will let a guy drive her car, have access to her bank account, live in her house rent-free, don't even contribute to the relationship. She's paying all of the bills, because women are way more lonely. And so they settle. Hence, their standards is in hell with the bar because they're the ones who set the bar. Also, I've never seen a man come up on TikTok boohooing and crying talking about they're turning 30 and they want some friends and they ain't got no friends. Do you know how many videos I've seen of women doing that? Oh, I lost count. But I've never seen a man be snotting, tearing up, talking about they don't have any friends and they wish they could have some friends because they're turning 30 and they don't want to spend their 30th birthday alone. So once again, that male loneliness epidemic bullshit is a lie. But the female loneliness epidemic, there's a lot of credence to that. There's a lot of facts and truth to that. Because it's all over TikTok.
And don't think something wrong with you because they're not approaching you. Sometimes they could not be approaching you because you got a look about you that they know they can't come in your life and play with you. It ain't always a bad thing, baby, that these men ain't approaching you. Stop thinking that.
I just want to emphasize before I let this guy keep talking. I think the main reason guys are not approaching women is because of this right here. Sometimes it's God's protection. Protecting you from what, you insecure, scary, bipolar lady. Let's take a closer look at her picture. This is an old looking lady and don't nobody want you, man. I mean, nobody is coming to try to, that's not even your real hair. Maybe somebody is coming to get their hair back because you didn't pay for the hair. You walked out of the store with it and she recognized you. Other than that, no dudes is coming to do nothing to you.
You know what I noticed? That men are tired. They tired. They tired of sitting back and watching women tear them down, degrade, belittle, speak ill of them, hold them to certain standards when they themselves can't hold that standard. And they tired and they ready to speak out. Now, in one of my videos, I talked about, emotional men. That's a different story. But I'm talking about men who are using logic and reason to break down the barriers and the walls between the male and the female's perspective of things. And they tired. Men are human. They human. They have feelings. They have thoughts. And just because they're a male doesn't mean that their perspective, the way they feel, how they think is not important or valuable. And if you know better, you know that there has to be a balance between the feminine and the masculine energy of things. So we need the male's perspective. Some of y'all women out here, y'all lives are saved because of the male's perspective. Some of y'all women have made drastic changes in y'all lives for the better because of the male's perspective. But they tired. They tired. They are tired. And I get it, and I don't blame them. And I feel like this generation of women, like back in the 50s and stuff, women understood their role. They understood the balance of the household. They understood the balance of the masculine and feminine energy. But this generation of women now, y'all are losing y'all minds. Y'all don't want to do nothing. Y'all want to do bare minimum and then expect these men to give everything and do everything. What is that? Like, I really want to understand that. What is that? A relationship is a partnership where two people bring equal weight of what they have, who they are, what they can do, qualities, characteristics, traits, all of that. They bring it together to make a beautiful equilibrium within a relationship. Y'all want it to be one-sided. He got to get me this. He got to do this for me. He got to da-da-da. While you just sit back and look pretty, while you just sit back and be a bad bee, while you sit back and just go shopping and what? I don't understand it. Half y'all don't have no goals. Half y'all just lack accountability. And It's sad. We have to restore the male and female energy. It's clashing right now. It is. And it's sad. We got to do better. We got to take a look at ourselves. When I got with my husband, it hurt to hear a lot of things he said. Even still to this day, I'm always learning about myself. I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm not saying we can't feel what we feel and we can't have like emotional reactions to things, but we got to know how to manage that. When someone is presenting us information back based off of facts, logic, and reason, we got to be able to be receptive of what's being said. We got our hearts wrapped up too much in the message instead of our minds. Instead of using our brains and saying, damn, like, he right. Damn, I didn't notice that about myself. Dang, thanks for calling me out on that. I'll do better. No, but we want to bite back and go at war. Then they tired. Then you see why they don't want to be getting married and all this, and they just want to sit around and play games because it's not worth their time. They tired. We just got to do better, y'all. We do. We got to do better and be better. And not just for the man, but like I said, creating balance to each other, for each other. I love y'all. Respectfully, I just had to say this.
If I were a betting man, I would bet this woman is married. How did I know? Because married women get it. That's why they're married. That's why men are quiet. We're gonna run into a wife while we're not looking for her. And she's gonna see what the mother horse saw, only she's gonna have more confidence in herself and she's gonna move like she wants to be a part of what you're doing. And when guys recognize that,
You home free. Home free.
Like a bird.
The boom,